All right, what's going on, guys? JJ Wilson is back, and I'm here for another corner episode. I done lost track of the numbers. Is this 7 or 8? I figure it out when I get back to the house. But either way, I still have not forgotten about story time. Story time will come. I've only listened to like maybe one or two stories of that one dude, that one doofus. But that's gonna come in the Rolodex, and it might actually be a live stream. I haven't debated on that yet. I haven't decided yet. I gotta test things out first. And I think we're gonna do, excuse me, I think we will do a manga review for a corner episode as well. Manga review that I've been checking out, like on the loose ends. So that's gonna be on the way soon. I've been meaning to do that. Had to fix the phone mic. So let's get into what this topic is going to be about, and I'm going to have to put a disclaimer on this one because I don't think everybody should hear this. Anybody that's if you don't know who this person is I'm talking to, it's basically the same person I discussed in the previous episode. I believe it was episode 6, the one with the Zhuge Liang thumbnail with him on there as a picture and a meme. So it's about that guy. And the past week, the reason why I haven't posted much content is ever since a fellow subscriber, and I'm also subbed to him, Bill Gaylor 58, ever since he got unfortunately doxxed while live streaming. Apparently, as he was live streaming, some pizzas were called to his house, and of course he had nothing to do with it because he never ordered any. And since then, he had to briefly hide his channel only to bring it back, and we don't know when he will officially go live again, but he is back to making content. So on that end, everything is fine, but everything is still not fine because we turns out the very person that I discussed in the previous corner episode is indeed the person responsible for the doxing. And I say that because maybe like a day after, or maybe on the weekend, it might have been the weekend, I did a live stream. Of course, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because I'm still playing the story. This same individual decided to use my name, and somehow he got my face, my actual face. That's right, he got my face. I don't know how. We're still trying to figure that out. We're still trying to figure out how he got Vilgain Lover's house and phone number address. But apparently, he got my face, and he decided to talk trash, and I didn't know what was going on. One of my moderators didn't know what was going on, so I kindly asked him to just ban the guy. And it turns out, over time, this weekend, we found out it was the same person that did Video Game Lover 58. So you should know who it is by now for those that follow me. But yeah, we've had talks with this guy on the Discord, on various Discord channels. The craziest one by far was last night. Last night, this guy did something that, like I said, this is disclaimer and it's not safe for work. I don't recommend children hearing these next few words that I'm about to say, but basically, the dude decided to pump his wanker in front of us. Yeah. I'll briefly describe how this happened. So, and it was crazy because this is the same day where I wasn't in the call. Apparently, this dude got called in Discord maybe 3 or 4 times yesterday, on Tuesday, March 29th, 2021. So this basically happened because dude threatened to call the police on, I think it's directly towards, I'll go ahead and say his name, Jake Schooner, who's also subbed to me, I think. So he threatened to call the cops on him and the rest of the guys in the call that was with him at the time. I wasn't there. I didn't get on until nighttime, like after I did my training. So I come home and I was like, okay, send me a link to where such and such is, because apparently he's talking mad crap right now and he's threatening to call the cops. So we're trying to figure out, did he really call the police? Did he call the cops? And he claimed that he did, and he said they came to his house, but then he already caught himself in a lie because he said actually they were in a car. Him and his mom were in a car, and I'm like, what? That doesn't make sense. Why'd they go to your house if you were in a car? Right? Then it turns out, they never filed a report, and he wasn't very clear in what he was saying. That's why it's so vague and confusing to me. Like, typically when you call in cops to make a report on a crime, they're gonna give you documentation to write down, not for you to write down, but they're gonna write down everything that you say, because they gotta file it in the police department. That never happened. So we were scratching our hands like, did you really call the cops or not? And he's just vague, being very playful and childish about it. And it's like, oh boy. And then of course we had to like crack jokes at him because, of course he was lying, and then he didn't appreciate it. And then here we go again. He's crying. He got so upset, he actually came back on camera with tears in his eyes, boo-hooing. And of course he had to get his roommate, his special needs roommate, because he's in this group home with special needs people, and he's hugging him. And then next thing you know, I think we briefly heard him crying, his roommate crying. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is getting ridiculous. So yeah, like, so next thing you know, when he finally calmed down and we told him to start manning up and he need to stop playing these games, stop telling stories, and he need to beat around the bushes and tell us about this police report, this false police call, whatever he did, still wouldn't get to the point. And then we had to cheer him up some more. We talked briefly about games, and I think we briefly talked about food, and he started like, I need to go to sleep. I need to go to sleep. And one of us asked, okay, what time did you wake up this morning? He's like 9:30. I'm like, 9:30? Dude, a lot of us have to get up at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. to go to work, dude. Well, a few of us do sleep in the call because we're unemployed at the moment, but I have a job. But like, man, we got to get up early as all get out to go to work. And here you are, you can sleep in anytime you want, wake up anytime you want. Talking about you're tired. Get out of here, dude. You are not tired. And so one thing led to another in the conversation, and next thing you know, we started talking about women. And this is where the jack off session happened. So we started talking about women. We asked him about his preferences and stuff like that. And next thing you know, I noticed he turned off the lights. No, the lights weren't off yet. He started doing this head motion, like he was doing some weird stuff, man. Like he was bobbing his head back and forth through the side of his phone camera. And next thing you know, he brought up a Kleenex. It looked like a Kleenex from his left hand. I'm like, what the hell is that? And then the lights went off. And I think his roommate was in the back too in a blanket covered up because I think he was trying to go to sleep. Next thing you know, he turned off the lights and he still had the phone on, and he started licking the Kleenex with his tongue. And he did this little circle motion with his tongue around his lips. I'm like, no, this dude didn't, man. No, this dude didn't. And that's when guys put two and two together. Like, guys, did he just wank off? Did he unload the purple sword and we didn't see it? So we asked two of the guys in the Discord, because they have recorders and they can record videos and audios and stuff. Like, you guys had that recorder, right? Like, no, we don't have it on video, but we got on audio. I'm like, oh, dang it. Gosh, man. Like, and see, either later tonight, because I was told that we might do a live stream on Ash the Man's channel, because he was there too, and he also saw the displeasure. So I don't know, on Wednesday, March 30th, I don't know if we're actually going to do a live or not. I'm not sure. But dude, I did not think this dude would sink so low as to do something like that in front of us while we're so-called trying to counsel him. We're trying to leave him alone, but he won't leave us alone. It's really sad. It's sad that he has to get growing pains and he has to get comfort from strangers, complete strangers that he'll likely never meet, because we live too far apart, okay? We live too far apart to truly help the dude out and make him get his mind off the gutter. But wow. I guess we got to be more careful when we talk about women, because he gets too aroused way too easily. Oh man, it was pretty nasty, man. I mean, thankfully we didn't get to see the purple sword itself, but for him to take that Kleenex and lick it, and then play with the saliva and the residue, yeah. I think I need several doses of eye drops to clean my eyes with. Purely nasty, purely nasty. But yeah, that is it for the JJ Star Wars Corner. Yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. I may premiere this. I don't know if I'm gonna put this out tonight or wait till tomorrow. I guess it depends on whether or not I hear back from Ash, whether or not we do this live stream to kind of go into further detail. But this is for people that have no idea what's going on. And like I said, future corner episodes will be on the way. Just had to put it on hold because we had to figure out who the Doxer was. And we're still trying to figure that out. But that's it, guys. See you all next time.